stating that it takes a longer time for women to get a position after having finished education within the film business, or a first project, up and running on its feet. So we thought, who do we have in our region that would be the future producers that wish to work as producers, not being like filmmakers that have run into producing by accident because there were no other to turn to, or no possibilities for funding for, you have to do it yourself kind of way. So then we also understood that we can address these needs and develop people who are, in their profession at the right stage at the same time. We will also have a need to fill a generation gap which is coming with the producers that have been producing and have been working quite actively on the international stage for a long time. But the new producers need to acquire those skills directly, because producing only for Sweden is not a possibility any longer. You have to co-produce, you have to collaborate, you have to work with so many new means as a producer, producing your projects. So we really need to train producers, not only directors or scriptwriters, if we want new stories to come on board. Because the producers are actually the ones that's gonna, they own the stories. They're gonna make it happen. And so we turn to, among others, Anne and Caroline, and Sofie and Catherine. And this time we actually asked them, what would it take for you to stay in the region, basically, and continue developing your career as a producer, and perhaps also to fast forward a little bit, not do the usual turn like many young women do. You educate yourself, 3 times the level you actually have to, and you have a lot of work experience as line producers or as junior producers in a company, but you're never really given the space to be the person working and pitching the projects, be the person working hands-on developing your own projects. But what would it take in order to do that? What can we help you with? And you came with an idea.
Yeah, so I think just to pause that story there and to kind of go into where Caroline and Anne are from, just because they were selected specifically for this pilot initiative.
Yeah, no open call.
No open call, and I suppose we'll talk a little bit after that about your how you have a public remit as well, because you're choosing to select people with public money, but not through an open process. So we might just talk about how you navigated that. But beforehand, if we just hear from Anne first of all, where she was in her career when she was chosen for this, but also what she had done beforehand as well. So maybe would you like to do your clip first, or would you like to kind of speak first?
I can speak first.
Grand, okay.
Yeah.
So this is Anne Lundberg.
Okay, hi, my name's Anne Lundberg, and I split my time in Skåne between producing at a documentary company called Auto Images and junior producing at Anagram Film and TV, which is in Lund, about 10 minutes from Malmö. I think we'll focus more on Auto Images here because it's mainly a documentary production company, whereas Anagram focuses on feature films and TV series. I have a background as a script supervisor in fiction film. I started in 2008, and in 2012 I started at Auto Images as a production coordinator and junior producer, and I moved more and more towards producing. Auto Images is a company that is known for a vast number of documentaries, which I will show some clips from, that has been co-produced with Swedish television and Film Skåne, a lot with Lisa, and screened at international film festivals and TV channels. At Auto Images we have sort of a key philosophy that when finding the stories, to kind of dig where you stand. and find stories where you are. So a lot of our films starts in Malmö or is in some way connected back to Malmö. And the last 2 years we premiered 3 films, which 3 of them will be you'll see clips from. Every Face Has a Name is a film about war survivors, World War II survivors coming to Malmö in 1945. And 1,000 Pieces about musician Björn Afzelius. He lived in Malmö for a while and he has strong connections musically to Malmö. And Becoming Zlatan. Of course, Zlatan was born in Malmö. He started in Malmö FF, his career. So we pretty much keep it in Malmö if we can.
Mm-hmm.